Hey, what it is, what it was, what it will be. I'm Chaoser. That is Salty Kappa. And it's finally here. Resident Evil. They called it Veronica, but I'm just always going to remember it as Resident Evil Code Veronica. But we actually have an official reveal trailer for it. So let's watch this and see how it goes. It is kind of interesting. I was going to say, like, this is pretty soon after Resident Evil 9, but this is like one of the remakes. But this is one of the remakes, so I'm sure it was like a separate team working on it around the same time as Resident Evil 9. And then I guess people who work on a Resident Evil 9 are probably working on it now. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll be honest though, Resident Evil Code Veronica it's one of the few Resident Evil games that I haven't actually beaten. And I've played almost every Resident Evil game. There's some that I just watched some of it, like was it Revelations 2? A lot of people loved it. I watched a good amount of it, and I was just like, I don't care to buy it myself and play it. I did play the light gun game. I can't even remember the name of it. What was that? Resident Evil Outbreak, File 1 and 2. I believe that was the name, where you actually played as like some of the civilians. I love those games. I don't care. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this shit sucks, man." No, that's like your opinion, man. I actually loved Outbreak, File 1 and 2. File 1 more, but yeah. And to some degree, I would kind of argue, like, I know this sounds like it's such a cliche cop out, but like ahead of its time type shit. Had the internet and access to like playing online been a lot farther reaching than it was at the time, I think that game would have done a good bit better. Like, that would have been great to play Resident Evil Outbreak with friends and just, or even randos. But anyway, that's not. Sorry. So, but yeah, Resident Evil Code Veronica. I haven't actually beaten it. I've gotten like near the end, and then just get distracted by something or another, and just never ended up finishing it. That's how it goes sometimes. But oh well. All right, let's watch this and see what all I can remember. Because I think, I wonder if they're going to show Wesker, because I believe Code Veronica was when they finally, since Resident Evil 1, like Wesker's return, and he's got like his superpowers or whatever. It's like, whoa, that was kind of cool. I really hope, I can't remember the kid with the dual pistols. I hope he's not annoying and insufferable in this game, but he probably will be. Just, oh well. So, yep, alright, let's check this trailer out. $12. That is like, holy shit, what are those steps she took? Super slow, robotic. Walking up to this doorbell. Oh. Trying to read some of those.
Oui? Qui est-ce? So, you're the American who called earlier. The sister of the man on the third floor. Ah.
No nodding or
Paris.
nothing?
It's
What?
so nice to meet you.
You just assume that's who this is?
It's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
What is this sequence?
I hate to say it,
you could have just let a stranger in.
Is, well, quite odd.
Well, yeah, he's looking for someone to, impregnate his sister. What do you? No, I'm just that meme. You don't knock. You just walk on in. The door's not locked. Chris, what are you doing?
Oh là là, mais quelle pagaille! He's made such a mess again.
Is this a dream sequence or some shit?
I just cleaned it up a week ago.
Why are you the one cleaning it up?
It's like a boulder rolled through here.
Okay, boulder. Ha 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 ha. Did he uppercut it?
Ah, another delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh,
what is it? What did you mean?
I'm so sorry.
You
It
leave
must be the maintenance man from this morning.
This has got to be a dream
Won't be
sequence.
long.
This is so weird.
I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
Why are you gonna eat his snacks? What? What the hell? What is going on here? Just got those. Why are the weights? The weights are in. The dumbbells are in such a weird position. Now you gonna start stealing the snacks? Those do look kind of good though. Since when does Chris smoke? Man, he's popping pills too. Is it Silent Hills? PT over here, just pills and shit all over the table and counter. Oh, someone actually knocks. Okay. No, we don't answer the door. If you knock and you don't stand in, hell no. Was that Hunk? It looked like it was Hunk. Yeah, if someone knocks on the door, I'll look through the peephole or the window and no one's standing there, I'm not answering shit. You stand right there. Dragonfly. Yep, there's the dual pistols. Hey, it's what's his name?
Don't move. Claire Redfield.
Is that the same? It doesn't look like it, but I wonder if it's the same. What do you call him? Base model from Resident Evil 2. Character model? I don't know. From the Resident Evil 2 remake. PlayStation. Okay, there we go. What? See, if you're gonna set dumbbells down, they're going to be next to each other, not like how he set that shit down. Anyway, that trailer was just, in my opinion, it was kind of weird. We don't even need to go over this, like, muted and whatnot. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we don't. That was just such a slow, odd sequence. They just. I mean, I guess I could see him. I could see him smoking. I don't know if I've ever seen. They show him in the game. That's not a. That's whatever. He can be a smoker. If I went through what he had to go through with Resident Evil 1, and I don't know if he was in the city or not during Resident Evil 2 or 3. Probably not. But still, just going through Resident Evil 1. Hell, no, I'd probably take up smoking and pills too, and drinking and shit. Damn. I mean, look at how they showed Jill in the remake of Resident Evil 3. She was doing anything and everything to try and take her mind off that shit. She was having nightmares, freaking the fuck out. But yeah, this old lady just like, I cleaned this place up, blah blah blah. I took in, let's eat his fucking snacks and shit. Like, what are you doing, Grandma? Damn. There's probably some references here, but I'm not super worried about it. But yeah, no, if someone knocks on that door and you don't see them through the peephole, don't open it. Don't open. Keep that door locked. Double lock it. Shit. Board it up. I've actually had people before when I was younger, because I wasn't thinking about it. I would just stand off to the side, and I've had people like yell at me through the door, and they're like, stand in front of the fucking peephole or whatever. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I wouldn't even think. I just wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't trying to be crazy. I was just a kid not paying attention. But yeah, no. If you knock on the door, just take a couple steps back and stand in a position where you can guesstimate that they can see you. Because, like, I'm not answering the door. I ain't saying shit. If someone knocks and I look out and nobody's standing there or in view, I'd be like, fuck you. Hell no. But then she goes outside anyway. It's like, okay, cool. You're just going to get caught by I presume it's Hunk. And there wasn't too much. There was a couple things, the dude in the manor, whatnot, that, like, dresses up like his sister. Yeah, the dude was a weirdo. But yeah, it doesn't. It kind of looks like her, but not quite like the actress, the model and whatnot from Resident Evil 2 remake. Also, yeah, hang on. I will show this. I don't understand. So you're looking around, you're following. Hang on. You're looking around. There's a can rolled. Blah blah blah. A bottle. I'm sorry, it's a bottle. You're looking around. Also, hang on. I don't like that they do this in the Resident Evil games, and a lot of horror games in general. If you take a light, you take a decent flashlight, and you shine it in a dark room, and she's clearly in a fucking room here, the light will bounce off. Well, I guess technically it is reflecting, but it will bounce off a lot of surfaces and illuminate a good part of that room. Like they did it in Resident Evil 7, and I think they did it a bit in Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil, I don't think 4 was really an issue, but yeah, like the first person ones, they did that shit in. Oh, they did it. They definitely did it in Resident Evil 9. I remember. Yeah, did that shit in Resident Evil 9. Like outside's a little different story, but inside, like anyone who's ever like walked around in the middle of the night and shined a light straight up so that the light will hit and scatter and kind of illuminate the whole room. If you've done that, like you're lighting up pretty much everything. You're seeing everything in the room, essentially. It's not the same as like having the lights on, but still. But in the Resident Evil games, I get atmosphere and shit. No, it's annoying as fuck. It's going for like cheap suspense, in my opinion. It's my opinion. But like you shine a light down a hallway, and it's like, okay, all I'm seeing is just that small beam of light, like just in the radius of the light. Like right here, like it's way too dark. I should see that and what's here. But yeah, just like you can't see shit except right here. Like bullshit. All she got to do is point at the ceiling at best, and like it's going to show everything in the fucking room. She won't maybe see it super clearly, like she wants to like shine the light directly at that bottle or whatnot, or on the bloodstains. Also, this is really silly that one of the zombies, presumably like him and his buddies, and like, hey, watch this shit, and they fucking take a bottle and whoop, let me just roll it over here at her feet, and then wait, wait until she looks up at us, then we'll lunge forward. We clearly know she's there. We can see her because there's a fucking person shining a fucking flashlight. There's clearly a source of light and an individual behind that source. But we're gonna wait. It's gonna be real fucking funny, guys. Hang on. Just the zombies are just playing a practical joke. It makes the zombies less scary and less serious when you think of it like that, because they're just standing there. All right, she's looking at us. Get her. It's just a prank. It's just a prank. Yeah, we got you. Ha ha ha. It's just a prank, bro. It's so dumb. I'm sorry, I'm being overcritical of that trailer. Capcom, you can do better than that. Damn. I'm sure the game will be pretty decent. Well, I hope so, anyway. Resident Evil 3 Remake was, to me at least, very disappointing. Like, why did you cut so much shit and just make the game like far worse than how, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake, even though there were a few things that were cut out, it still felt like they put a lot of effort into it. And then Resident Evil 3 Remake comes out and it was like, what the fuck were y'all doing? Does anybody remember? Going on tangent, I know. Does anybody remember Resident Evil 2 had that, like, the challenges? Was it, like, weekly or monthly, daily? I can't remember, challenges. And they had, like, normal difficulty and hard difficulty challenges or whatnot. Like, go through the whole game, beat the game on normal difficulty or hardcore difficulty, only killing like no more than 5 enemies or some shit. And I think the 5 enemies were pretty much just, or maybe it was 10 enemies, something like that. It was like, don't kill more than 10 enemies. and the bosses were included in that. So you pretty much the only enemy you could really kill was like that group of zombies, if that, at the very end that were just programmed to die with the tiniest little hit, that were like blocking the door to get to the train. At least I almost always played Leon, like Leon A or whatever it was. Yeah, they had cool challenges like that, like go through the whole game without healing, go through the whole game without using a knife or something, like I can't remember. There was a bunch of cool challenges, and it was like tied to the Resident Evil website account, where you can like get icons or backgrounds or whatever nifty tifty stuff. And then they like kept track of all that, and they had the thing where you could keep track of like it kept track of different stats, like how much damage you've taken, how much damage you've dealt, how many zombies you've killed. And it was like, hey, the population of Raccoon City is this. How many zombies have all the players killed? And it would show like every player and then you and whatnot. And then it had stuff like the very first time that you ran into Marvin as a zombie, did you run away from him or did you kill him on sight? Mine was run away, but it was I was annoyed at that because I didn't run away. Like, I saw him, and I think I was streaming at the time, so I was like goofing around and having like a bunch of dialogue because I knew Marvin was going to turn into a zombie. He played Resident Evil 2, the original one, before, so I was like running around in circles in that little area, like cracking jokes before finally killing him. But the game registered that as the first time I ran into Marvin, I ran away, and I'm like, no. And other goofy shit, like how many cockroaches you had to deal with, like when you were opening up the morgue coolers or whatnot. But no, that stuff was really cool. The little bonus mode, and then you had you didn't just have tofu, you had like a whole bunch of them. Like obviously you had the hunk running through, you had his mode, and then you had tofu, cognac, flan. It was like 4 or 5 of the different like jelly things. That was cool. Like, why couldn't they have put that much effort into Resident Evil 3 Remake? What the fuck? Whatever. It's neither here nor there, I guess. I'm bitching about it. It annoyed the shit out of me. But yeah, no. Hopefully this one's good, and maybe they'll bring back some of that really cool content to have more replayability than just, hey, you want to play through the game again? It's like, okay, I will, but, and I mean, I get it. If you're playing on PC, you can get different mods and stuff to make it interesting, but I like when they include that stuff into the game on its own. Like, I get it. It takes time and money, blah, 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 blah. But give the people what they want! But, alright. But it says 2027, no official day. Yeah, so we'll find out eventually. And there'll be more trailers. I want to see some gameplay trailers. But I'd imagine it's probably going to be pretty good. Even though I was just poking fun of this trailer the whole time. But alright, yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy wherever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Brr.